Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today we're diving into one of the most incredible finds in U.S. coin history, the 1973 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar. Believe it or not, one of these coins was valued at a staggering $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single half-dollar that most people would pass over without a second thought could actually change your life. If you're between 30 and 70 years old and you've got a box of old coins tucked away in the attic, this video is for you. Stick around because I'll explain the history of this coin, why it's so valuable, and how to check if you might be sitting on a fortune. Let's start with the basics. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. The coin quickly became a symbol of national pride and remembrance, and millions of Americans began saving them instead of spending them. By 1973, the U.S. Mint was producing Kennedy half-dollars in large numbers at different facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Usually, coins from Denver have a small D mint mark, those from San Francisco carry an S, and Philadelphia coins often carried no mint mark at all. Here's the twist. A very rare variety of the 1973 half-dollar with a missing mint mark has shocked collectors with its rarity and value. While most 1973 half-dollars are only worth their face value, 50 cents, this special no mint mark error coin is worth a fortune. So why would a missing mint mark make such a difference? Coin collecting, rarity is king. Errors and unusual varieties are what collectors fight over at auctions. The 1973 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar isn't just rare, it's unique. Only one verified example has surfaced in such pristine condition, and that's what drove the price sky-high to $1.5 million. Condition also matters a lot. In the coin world, we use the term mint state, or MS, to describe uncirculated coins. A regular 1973 half-dollar might only be worth $2 to $10 in mint state, but when you combine perfect condition with a unique minting error like this missing mint mark, the value goes through the roof. You want a coin from 1973? Check below Kennedy's neck, near the rim. That's where the mint mark would be. If you see a D, it's Denver. If you see an S, it's San Francisco. If there's no mint mark at all, you may have something special. The sharper the detail, the more valuable the coin. A coin with scratches and heavy wear won't be anywhere near that $1 million range, but it could still hold collector interest. If you think you've got something rare, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They authenticate and grade coins, which is essential for serious collectors and auction houses. Never clean your coin. Cleaning can destroy its value. Suppose you find a 1973 no mint mark Kennedy half-dollar, or even just an older coin you think is special. How do you turn it into cash? Local dealers can give you a quick evaluation, but always compare offers. For million-dollar coins, this is the way to go. Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers are two big names. Sites like eBay can be risky for big-ticket coins, but they're great for getting an idea of what collectors are paying right now. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about your coin before selling, the better price you'll get. So there you have it. The story of the 1973 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar, a simple 50-cent coin that became worth $1.5 million. If you've got old coins lying around, take a second look. That little piece of change could be your ticket to financial freedom. Before you go, let me ask, do you want me to make a video walking you through the most valuable Kennedy half-dollars to look out for, not just the 1973? If so, drop a comment below and let me know. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more coin treasure hunts, and share this video with anyone who might have old coins in their collection. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. We're talking about the rare and mysterious 1972 no mint mark Kennedy half-dollar. A coin that looks ordinary but has shocked collectors with its value. If you or your family have old coins, this could be the video that changes everything. Now, Before you rush to check your change jars, let me explain. Most 1972 Kennedy half dollars are only worth face value, 50 cents. But a very specific error coin, one without a mint mark struck in Philadelphia with some unique details, has sold for 7 figures at auction. And in this video, I'll break down exactly what to look for, how to tell if you have the right coin, and what steps to take if you think you found one. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Americans hoarded the coin as a tribute, making it one of the most beloved U.S. coins ever. By 1972, the coin was made of copper nickel, not silver, and struck at multiple mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, coins struck in Philadelphia had no mint mark. That's common. But what makes one 1972 half dollar worth millions isn't just the lack of a mint mark. It's a combination of rarity, error, and condition. So what's so special about the 1972 no mint mark Kennedy half dollar that sold for over $1.5 million? First, it was in mint state condition, meaning it looked brand new, never circulated. Second, experts believe it was struck on the wrong planche, creating a unique variety. Third, professional grading companies certified its authenticity, which skyrocketed its value at auction. This isn't just a regular coin you'll find in every coin roll. It's a once-in-a-lifetime discovery, which is why collectors went wild bidding for it. Now here's the exciting part. You might have a valuable coin sitting in your drawer. Here's what to do. 1972. If it's blank, it could be from Philadelphia. Examine carefully for errors, wrong planche, doubled dies, or unusual strike features. The closer to mint state, the better. Scratches, wear, and damage lower value. Companies like PCGS or NGC can officially grade and authenticate coins. This step is essential before you can sell for serious money. Don't clean your coins. Cleaning can destroy their value. Even if you don't have the $1 million 1972 no mint mark, don't be disappointed. Many Kennedy half dollars can be worth hundreds or even thousands. Worth thousands. A key date with limited mintage. Wrong metal strikes that can fetch big money, so don't ignore that coin jar. Every piece is worth checking. If you think you found a valuable half dollar, here's how to sell. Get it graded first. Contact reputable auction houses like Heritage or Stack's Bowers. Or if it's a smaller find, sell through coin shows, trusted dealers, or even online marketplaces. With the right coin, you could be holding thousands or even millions in your hand. So, do you have the legendary 1972 no mint Mark Kennedy half dollar hiding in your collection? Check your coins carefully. You never know. Your next discovery could change your life. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about more valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a tip that could turn your spare change into serious cash. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Ma Dollar Coins, where we talk about rare coins, hidden treasures, and how you can find out if the old change in your drawer is actually worth a fortune. Today, we're diving into one very interesting coin, the 1989p Kennedy half dollar. Some sources online claim this coin could be worth up to $1.6 million. But is that true? Is your coin possibly hiding life-changing money? Or just worth 50 cents? Stay tuned to find out. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. Americans wanted to honor him, and so the half dollar design was changed from Benjamin Franklin to John F. Kennedy. The coin was wildly popular in the 1960s, so much so that people hoarded them, and they almost disappeared from circulation. 1989, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia, that's the P mint mark, was still producing millions of these coins. The mintage for 1989p Kennedy half dollars was over 24 million coins, so they are not rare by production numbers alone. Now here's where things get interesting. You might have seen headlines or videos claiming a 1989 Kennedy half dollar is worth $1.6 million. That number is not from normal collector sales. It comes from a combination of myths, speculation, and exaggerated reports online. Realistically, most 1989 half dollars you'll find in circulation are worth just 50 cents. Even in uncirculated condition, they usually sell for around $2 to $5. So where does the million-dollar story come from? In the coin collecting world, value comes from how many exist in top condition. A mistake during production can make a coin unique. Coins graded MS-67 or higher can fetch high premiums. If a flawless, never-handled 1989 Kennedy half dollar exists at the very top grading levels, or if there's a dramatic mint error, it could bring in thousands, even tens of thousands. But a 1.6 million sale is extremely unlikely. Mint errors off-center, strikes double die errors, letters or numbers that look doubled. Wrong planchet errors, coin struck on the wrong metal blank. High grades, a coin straight from a mint set or proof set, stored perfectly, might grade MS-66, MS-67, or higher. Rare top-grade examples can bring in hundreds or thousands at auction. Proof coins versus circulation. Coins, the Philadelphia Mint made business strike coins for circulation. The San Francisco Mint made proofs in 1989 with an S mint mark. Proofs are shinier and made for collectors. So, unless you have an extraordinary error or a perfect condition coin, it's not going to be anywhere near $1 million. 50C, 3, 10, 200, 600 rare error coins, sometimes $1,000, $5,000. Depending on the mistake, auction records show that even the finest examples of 1989 Kennedy half dollars do not come close to $1 million. Use a magnifying glass, look for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual features. Consider sending it to a professional service like PCGS or NGC if you believe it's in top condition. Websites like Heritage Auctions or eBay completed listings show what real buyers are paying. Don't fall for, "We'll buy your coin for millions" scams online. Always deal with reputable coin dealers or auctions. So, is the 1989 Kennedy half dollar worth $1.6 million? The short answer is no, at least not realistically. But your coin could still be worth more than face value if it's in top condition or has a mint error. Remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes that story makes it more valuable than the metal it's made of. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to learn more about coins that could actually change your life, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with friends who might have old coins lying around. Did you know that one of the most ordinary-looking coins in your change, the Kennedy half dollar, could be worth a life-changing fortune? In fact, one rare example of a 1983 Kennedy half dollar has been valued at an incredible $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. In today's video, we'll uncover why this coin is so valuable, what to look for in your own collection, and how you could potentially turn a pocket find into a retirement plan. So grab a cup of coffee and stick around, because this might just be the most valuable 10 minutes you'll spend today. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. For decades, it's been a staple in American coinage, though you don't often see them in circulation anymore. Now, the year 1983 is especially interesting. At the Philadelphia Mint, that's the P mint mark, millions of Kennedy half dollars were struck. On the surface, these coins look just like any other. They're not silver, they're a copper nickel-clad coin. So why in the world would anyone pay over $1 million for one? Let's dig in. The jaw-dropping value comes down to rarity and condition. Most 1983 half dollars are worth face value, 50 cents, maybe a few dollars if they're in uncirculated condition. But there's a very special variety. One with a minting error combined with a high grade, certified by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC. The record-breaking coin, valued at $1.6 million, had a striking error that made it unique. Essentially a one-of-a-kind coin. Collectors will pay astronomical sums for rarity, especially when a coin is in pristine condition. Look just above the date for the P mint mark. Coins with no scratches, no wear, and strong luster are worth far more. Some valuable 1983 half dollars have doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or unusual edge details. Even though these were regular circulation coins, a few were struck with unusually sharp dies, giving them a mirror-like finish. If you find a coin that matches these signs, don't spend it. You might be holding a treasure. Let's talk numbers. Most 1983 P. Kennedy half dollars are worth 50 cents in circulated condition, $3, $10 in uncirculated rolls, 50, 200 plus if graded MS65 or higher, and in rare cases, with major mint errors. Well, that's where the million-dollar territory comes. And it's like the lottery. 99% of coins won't be that valuable, but the tiny fraction that are can change your life. Now, if you think you might have a valuable 1983 P half dollar, here's what you should do. Don't clean it. Cleaning coins destroys value. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC, professional graders who authenticate and assign a grade. Rare coin. Auctioneers like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers can connect you with serious buyers. For lower value coins, your local coin shop is a good place to start. A coin worth millions will never be sold at face value. Do your homework before selling. So, is there really a $1.6 million 1983 P. Kennedy half dollar out there? Absolutely. But it's extremely rare. Still, the possibility makes it worth checking every coin in your collection, doesn't it? If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coin values, hit the like button, subscribe for more coin treasure stories, and tell me in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Who knows? Maybe the next million-dollar coin is sitting in your pocket right now. Did you know that a 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar, the coin many of us had jingling in our pockets decades ago, has sold for an unbelievable $1.7 million? Yes, you heard that right. A coin that looks just like the ones you may have. Tucked away in a jar, drawer, or old coin album could be worth a fortune today. Pause for emphasis. In this video, I'll walk you through the story of the 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar, how to know if yours is valuable, and most importantly, what you should do if you think you've got a hidden treasure in your collection. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It instantly became one of the most popular coins in American history. But in 1976, to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the United States, the bicentennial, the Mint created a special edition Kennedy half dollar. These coins were struck with the dual date 1776-1976 on the front and a brand new reverse design featuring Independence Hall in Philadelphia. Millions of these coins were made, including at the Denver Mint, which means you'll often see them marked with a tiny D just below Kennedy's neck. Cut to close-up of mint mark location. So how did one of these 1976 D. Kennedy half dollars end up being worth $1.7 million? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and error. Most of the 1976 D. half dollars are only worth their face value, 50 cents, or a few dollars if uncirculated. But the coin that sold for over $1 million had an extraordinary combination. It was a special mint error, struck on a silver planchet in pristine condition and authenticated by a leading grading company. Collectors and investors are always searching for coins with these unique characteristics. And when demand meets rarity, the price skyrockets. Look for the D under Kennedy's neck for Denver or S for San Francisco. Some proof coins and silver strikes came from San Francisco. While most bicentennial halves are copper-nickel clad, some were minted in 40% silver. These are worth more, often $5 to $15 or more, even in circulated condition. Coins in mint state, shiny, no wear, often graded MS65 or higher, can fetch hundreds. This is where big money comes in. Off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchets, and other minting mistakes can make your coin worth thousands, or even millions in rare cases. If you think you've got a special coin, don't just rush to spend it or sell it on eBay right away. Get it authenticated by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. Consult a coin dealer or attend a coin show to get expert opinions. Consider auctioning it through a reputable auction house, where serious collectors are looking to pay top dollar. And remember, even if your coin isn't worth $1 million, it could still bring in a nice return. Many bicentennial halves sell for anywhere from a few dollars to several hundred, depending on their quality. So there you have it, the story of the 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar that sold for $1.7 million. While most of these coins are common pocket change, a rare few can be life-changing treasures. If you've got old coins sitting around, now might be the time to take a closer look. Who knows? Your collection could hold a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. We're talking about one of the rarest and most valuable modern U.S. coins, the 1977 no-mint Mark Kennedy half dollar. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70, maybe you or your parents have some of these coins stashed away. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to spot this million-dollar treasure, and what makes it so incredibly rare. The Kennedy half dollar was first struck in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. Americans wanted a way to honor him, and the half dollar became that symbol. Over the years, millions of these coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most are common and worth just face value, but certain errors, especially those without a mint mark, can be worth a fortune. Now, let's talk about 1977. Normally, half dollars minted in Denver have a D mark, and San Francisco proofs have an S. Coins from Philadelphia typically have no mint mark, but in 1977, there was a unique minting error that created a coin with missing or misplaced identifiers. Only a tiny handful slipped through quality control. Today, the verified 1977 no mint Mark Kennedy half dollar error is valued at an astounding $1, $4 million. Why so much? Rarity. Collectors will pay extreme amounts for coins that are truly one of a kind. It's the same reason a misprinted stamp or baseball card can be worth millions. 1977. Only coins from this year matter for this story. Check below Kennedy's neck. That's where the mint mark should appear. If you see a D or S, it's normal. If it's completely blank, you might have something special. Condition matters. Coins that are in excellent uncirculated condition are far more valuable. And here's the key. If you think you've got one, don't clean it and don't try to sell it at a pawn shop. Go straight to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate and give it an official grade. In the coin collecting world, a few of these have surfaced and gone on to auctions. The most recent authenticated sale of a 1977 no-mint Mark Kennedy half dollar set a record of $1.4 million. That means what might look like a 50-cent piece in your drawer could actually pay for your retirement, your kid's college, or even a dream house. So what should you do if you think you found one? Handle carefully. Use gloves. Avoid scratches. PCGS, NGC, or Annax are trusted grading companies. Places like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers handle million-dollar coins. Don't brag online until it's secured and insured. So the next time you come across a Kennedy half dollar from 1977, take a closer look. That missing mint mark could mean the difference between 50 cents and $1.4 million. Have you checked your old coins yet? Let me know in the comments what treasures you found or what you're hoping to discover. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and share this with a friend who might have a coin jar waiting to be searched. Did you know that a Kennedy half dollar from 1996 with a P mint mark could be worth up to $1.7 million? Yes, you heard that right. A coin you might have sitting in a drawer, jar, or old collection could change your life forever. Today, I'll break down everything you need to know about the 1996 P Mint Mark Kennedy half dollar, how to identify it, what makes it so rare, and how you can find out if you have one of these valuable coins in your possession. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Since then, it's become one of the most collected coins in American history. The year 1996 might not sound special at first. Over 24 million Kennedy half dollars were struck at the Philadelphia Mint that year. The P Mint mark is right above the date on the front of the coin. So why would one of these coins be worth millions of dollars? The answer comes down to rarity, minting errors, and collector demand. Most 1996 Kennedy half dollars are only worth 50 cents, maybe a few dollars if in pristine condition, but certain coins have rare minting errors that make them incredibly valuable. Collectors are willing to pay a fortune for coins with double strikes, when the coin is struck twice, showing a shadow image, when the design isn't aligned, when the coin is struck on the wrong type of metal blank, coins that look mirror shiny because of how they were struck. Now, the coin that sold for $1.7 million was a near-perfect mint error coin, combined with pristine condition graded by PCGS, one of the top coin grading companies. Here's how you can check if you have a valuable 1996 P. Kennedy half dollar, right above the date, double lettering, off-center strike, or unusual color metal. Coins graded MS-68 or higher can sell for thousands. Don't try to sell it raw. Submit to PCGS or NGC for grading. If you see something unusual, don't spend it. It could be worth a fortune. 50 cents, $225, $5,500, one of $500 or $10,000, 100,000, $1.7 million. Now keep in mind, not every 1996 half dollar is worth this much. But if you have a rare error coin in gem condition, you might be holding life-changing money. PCGS or NGC. Visit a local coin dealer for an evaluation. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers can get top dollar. Avoid pawn shops. They'll pay you the least. The right buyer will pay a premium for a verified rare coin. So check your change jars, check your old coin collections, you never know. That 1996 P. Kennedy half dollar sitting in your pocket could be worth up to $1.7 million if it's the right one. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss my next coin treasure hunt. Did you know that a single 1974 Kennedy half dollar coin, without a mint mark, has sold for as much as $1.5 million? Yes, you heard that right. Just one coin sitting in someone's drawer for decades turned out to be a life-changing treasure. Today, we're going to uncover the story of this coin, why it's so valuable, how to know if you might have one, and what steps to take if you want to sell old coins for top dollar. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have some coins tucked away, this video could be worth a fortune to you. Let's start with a little background. The Kennedy half dollar was first issued in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. The coin quickly became both a tribute and a collectible. By the 1970s, millions of these half dollars were minted every year at the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, the Denver Mint, D, and the San Francisco Mint, S, for proof coins. But here's where things get interesting. While most 1974 Kennedy half dollars are worth only 50 cents to a few dollars, there's an extremely rare variety, the 1974 no mint mark coin with certain special errors, that has shocked collectors by reaching values in the millions. So why would a coin that millions of people once carried in their pockets be worth more than a luxury home today? The answer comes down to rarity, errors, and condition. In 1974, the U.S. Mint accidentally struck a small number of Kennedy half dollars with unusual characteristics. Some were struck on the wrong planche, the metal blank used for other coins. Some had doubling in the lettering, especially in God We Trust. And a few had no mint mark, even though they were expected to. Collectors go absolutely crazy for these types of errors. One of these coins, authenticated in pristine condition, sold for around $1.5 million at auction. It wasn't just rare, it was almost perfect in terms of grading. It must be 1974. If there's a small D or S on the coin, it's not the no mint mark version. If there's no mint mark at all, that's your first clue. Look for signs of doubling, especially in the phrase, "In God We Trust." A coin in uncirculated or mint state condition is far more valuable than one that's been in heavy circulation. If your coin matches these signs, don't spend it. It could be a jackpot. Let's say you find a coin that looks promising. What should you do next? Do not clean the coin. Cleaning reduces the value dramatically. Get it authenticated. Contact trusted organizations like PCGS, Professional Coin, Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. They will certify whether it's genuine and give it a grade. Choose the right selling method. High-value coins should be sold at reputable auction houses such as Heritage Auctions or Stacks, Bowers, where collectors are willing to pay top dollar. This process can turn a pocket find into a life-changing payday. Here are a few quick tips if you're planning to check your coin jars, old wallets, or inherited collections. Always handle coins by the edges, never the face. Store them in a cool, dry place. Research other rare dates and varieties like the 1964 Silver Kennedy half dollar or the 1970 D half dollar, both of which can also bring high prices. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. So there you have it, the 1974 Kennedy half dollar without a mint mark, a coin that has shocked the world by reaching a value of $1.5 million. If you've got old coins lying around, now is the time to check them. Who knows? You could be sitting on a fortune. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more rare coin updates, and share this with someone who might have a hidden treasure in their collection. Imagine finding a coin in your change worth more than your house. What if I told you that one version of the 1972 D Kennedy half dollar is valued at up to $1.5 million? Today, we'll uncover why this coin is so valuable, what makes it special, and how you can check your own coins to see if you're sitting on a hidden treasure. So, grab your old coin jars and let's dive in. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, shortly after President John F. Kennedy's assassination. Americans rushed to save these coins as keepsakes, which is why many half dollars never even made it into circulation. By 1972, the Denver Mint was producing millions of Kennedy half dollars. Most of them are only worth face value today, just 50 cents, but a few rare coins from that year carry a shocking secret that could make them worth a fortune. So what makes the 1972 D Kennedy half dollar so rare? It comes down to a minting error. The Denver Mint accidentally struck a small number of coins with a wrong reverse design, one that was meant for proof coins from San Francisco. These coins show a slightly different eagle design on the back, and this error is nearly impossible to spot unless you know what to look for. Collectors call this mistake the 1972 D No FG Kennedy half dollar. The FG stands for the initials of the coin's designer, Frank Gasparo. On the error coins, those tiny initials are completely missing. Because so few of these error coins exist, collectors are willing to pay massive sums for them. In top condition, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, a verified 1972 D No FG Kennedy half dollar has been valued at up to $1.5 million. Now, not every coin from 1972 is worth this much. Most are worth around 50 cents to a few dollars. But if you have the error variety in high grade, you could be holding one of the most valuable half dollars ever struck. Here's how you can check. If your 1972 D half dollar is the $1 million variety, look for the mint mark. The letter D should appear just above the date, meaning it was struck in Denver. Flip the coin. Look at the back where the eagle is. Check the designer's initials. Normally, you'll see the letters FG near the eagle's tail feathers. If those initials are missing, you may have the rare no FG error coin. If you think you've got one, do not clean it or try to shine it up. Cleaning can destroy its value. Instead, get it professionally graded. If you suspect you have a rare 1972 D half dollar, the next step is to send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate and grade your coin, giving you proof of its value. From there, you can sell through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, or directly to top coin dealers. These are the same places where million-dollar coins are bought and sold. So, check your coin jars, your change, or that old box of coins passed down from family. The 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar might look ordinary, but the right one could make you a millionaire. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin value guides, and share this with someone who loves treasure hunting. Who knows, they might be sitting on a $1.5 million coin. Imagine digging through your old coin jar and finding a half dollar that looks just like the others, but it turns out to be worth $1.6 million. Yes, you heard me right. A 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar, a coin many of us have seen in our change, has shocked collectors with its incredible value. Today I'll explain why this coin is so special, how to spot one, and what your old Kennedy halves might be worth. Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. If you've got old coins lying around, you won't want to miss this. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's assassination. It replaced the Franklin half dollar as a way to honor the late president. In 1971, the U.S. Mint made a big change. For the first time, the Kennedy half dollar was minted in copper nickel clad instead of 40% silver. Millions were produced, and most are worth only face value today. But here's the catch. A few rare mistakes slipped through the cracks. And those are the ones worth a fortune. The Denver Mint struck over 300 million Kennedy halves in 1971. Almost all are common. But one 1971 D half dollar has made headlines with a value of $1.6 million. Why? Because it wasn't an ordinary clad coin. This coin was mistakenly struck on a planchet intended for a silver dollar. That error created a unique rarity. In coin collecting, rarity plus demand equals value. Since only one or two examples are known, collectors are willing to pay millions. Look for a small D on the front near Kennedy's neck. That means it was struck in Denver. A normal 1971 D half dollar weighs 11.34 grams. A silver error coin weighs about 12.5 grams. If yours is heavier, it's time to get excited. Regular clad halves show a brownish copper stripe on the edge. The silver planchet error won't. If you suspect you have one, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Even if you don't have the million-dollar version, there are other Kennedy halves worth collecting, worth $10, $15 each, worth $4, $8 each, low mintage, worth $20, $50. Values vary widely. If you think you have a valuable Kennedy half dollar, don't rush to sell it at a pawn shop or on eBay without verification. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Research recent auction prices. Consider selling through a reputable coin auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. So, check your change, your coin jars, and those old collections. That 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar sitting in your drawer could be the ticket to a life-changing payday. Even if you don't have the million-dollar coin, many halves are still worth far more than face value. Did you enjoy this breakdown? If so, hit the like button, subscribe for more coin treasure hunts, and let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare Kennedy half dollar. Who knows? Your story might be the next million-dollar headline.